For the first time, we are now seeing for ourselves the moments a man clashed with passengers on board a MAX train, a fight that turned into a deadly stabbing on May 26, 2017. Video shown in court today shows Jeremy Christian stabbing 3 men. These are still images from that video. It is the first time the video is being made public more than 2.5 years after that tragic day, and bringing back in gruesome detail the circumstances surrounding this high-profile trial, which just got underway today.
I was so scared.
I feel sad.
Witnesses say Christian went on a racist rant against 2 girls on board the train.
Like, you can feel his energy, and like our first thing was just like, we have to move away from him.
They say Christian attacked the men when they tried to intervene. Ricky Best from Happy Valley and Talesian Namkai from Southeast Portland died. Micah Fletcher from Southeast Portland survived.
I was very scared that I was not going to see any of the people I love again.
Fox 12's Kelsey Watts spent the day in court. She joins us live now with the day's developments in this big case. Kelsey?
Well, Liz, there is not an empty seat in that courtroom, and it has already been emotional for the family members of the victims in this case, who at times were crying today as lawyers laid out their opening arguments. Prosecutors spent an hour laying out their case against Jeremy Christian, saying he intentionally stabbed 3 men on the MAX train, killing 2 of them. They showed surveillance photos taken from the MAX that day and said the stabbing from start to finish took 12 seconds. They said the blade barely missed Micah Fletcher's artery. He was the lone survivor. Prosecutors said Talesian Namkai was stabbed in his carotid artery and Ricky Best was stabbed in the back of his neck. Both men died almost instantly.
Eyewitnesses, as you'll hear, had a hard time even processing what was happening. One witness will tell you when she looked and she saw the spray of liquid, she thought it was raining. And then she realized it was blood. Some of the passengers had to climb over the bodies to get out of the MAX car.
Then defense attorneys laid out their case. They spent a lot of time talking about Jeremy Christian's passion for free speech and said to him that means he can say anything he wants to anyone at any time. Their position is that he's on the autism spectrum and said that affects his behavior, his rants, and his desire to get a reaction out of people. They argue that Jeremy Christian was assaulted and acted in self-defense.
But it's our position, you cannot assault someone. You can't throw someone off the MAX because you don't like what they're saying. The law allowed Mr. Christian to defend himself. He was physically attacked when someone tried to throw him off the MAX. He had a right to defend himself.
After opening arguments, prosecutors began calling witnesses, including 2 girls who were on the train that day. One of them, Zayda Allen, said when she got on the train, she heard a lot of intense screaming and yelling coming from Jeremy Christian. She also got videos on her phone of what happened next. We also heard today from Walia Muhammad, one of the girls who prosecutors say Christian was yelling at because she was wearing a hijab. This is some of their testimony.
He was screaming a lot of things, but one thing that stood out was free speech or die. I ran for my life.
Why did you feel scared for your life?
Because I didn't know who he was going to come for next.
When I saw Talesian and he was holding his neck and we saw blood, that's when we realized he had a knife.
And as you just saw there, it was emotional for both girls to be on the stand today. Prosecutors will continue calling their witnesses over the next couple of days, and then the defense will begin calling theirs. And we will be in the courtroom throughout this trial. We'll have updates for you right here on Fox 12. Live in downtown Portland, Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.